Well, there's a lot of agendas and egos, you're right, because there's a lot of money on the line. I mean,
Sure.
It's a competitive business. This is not a team business at all. Oh!
Swerve both knees into the chest of Brian Cage, and now throwing the right hands into the head. But Cage turns it around, battering him in the corner.
Well, because we saw Cage attack Swerve from behind last week, I believe it was. A nice arm drag there. So, redemption time for the champ, but just missed that stomp.
Swing and a miss. Now the reversal there by Brian Cage. And remember this, that collision on Saturday, Swerve Strickland, we saw the footage. He took out Bishop Khan with that steel chain. He took out Total Leona, the head sandwiched in between the chair and the steps, and now Swerve. Oh, look at the power of Brian Cage.
So impressive.
Unbelievable what he can do.
Oh, but Swerve finds his footing on the apron. Powerful stomp down.
Sometimes you got to rethink what you're going to do against a guy like Brian Cage, because he can combat anything with that power of his.
Yeah, but Swerve right now has got a lot of momentum. He's feeling the hometown crowd here. You know, he's from Tacoma.
Yeah, just down the road a piece, but still. Washington State, as Swerve, the game plan seems evident. Focus on that arm of Brian Cage. Trying to neutralize that overwhelming strength advantage of the machine.
Yeah, this is smart strategy, going after that left arm. Oh, man, that didn't work. Again, these guys know each other well. I mean, you know, Brian fell under, you know, Swerve's deal, right? The Mogul Embassy.
Yeah, part of the Mogul Embassy. And, I mean, they were a great unit, a very feared unit here in AEW. But I think Brian Cage, Bishop Khan, Total Leona, maybe, you know, in their words, Tony's saying that they felt used by Swerve. I think maybe more they were jealous of Swerve.
Right now, look at, you see what Brian Cage is getting ready to do here, Excalibur. Let's see if he can pull it off. Oh, no, but Swerve scouted, yeah.
Yeah, that's the familiarity, Taz. Swerve knew it was coming now. Vaults into the ring and the flatliner. Cage goes down, leg is hooked. Oh, kick out at one.
Yeah, you can't keep a big man down too long, but Swerve is so quick, that rolling thunder of his, man. Look, Cage is hurt here, brother.
Yeah, that he's holding that left arm very close to his body. But Taz, you know Cage extremely well yourself. The machine has a lot of weapons.
He does. He's very resilient, very battle-tested. You know he's got an issue with that arm right now, and Swerve doing the right thing, controlling the left arm, but you got to watch with Brian Cage. He can take a plethora of punishment. Bottle capping up on that head and neck right there.
But Cage using his power to get to a vertical position and drives the champion down into the backbreaker.
Brian Cage, you know, we saw before this match started, we saw former FTW champion Hook out here and current FTW champion Chris Jericho. Brian Cage, for those that don't know, is a former FTW champion also.
Yes, he is, as well as yourself and Jack Perry. A plethora, as it were, of FTW champions.
Yes, we do have multiple here.
But right now, the AEW World Champion teeing off on the would-be challenger, Brian Cage. And Tony, you mentioned it, that if Brian Cage wins this match, he will get a shot at the AEW World Championship. That shot very well could come after Double or Nothing. Right. It could be Brian Cage versus his father, Christian Cage.
That's right. Well, that could possibly happen, there's no question, but it would behoove Swerve Strickland to try to end Brian Cage's attempts here right now, because if it is Swerve Strickland, hard to beat a guy twice in a row, I think.
It certainly is, and you know, this could be a situation too where Brian Cage, the shot at the World Championship, is the cherry on top. Maybe he's out to maim a man that he has a lot of personal animosity toward.
Probably so.
Cage battering the champ in the corner. Swerve.
Oh, on the power.
Yeah, just walking right into the...
Can he get him with that arm?
Slam into the corner. Swerve Strickland in serious trouble. Stick with us in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
Right now, Brian Cage knows that press slam, well, was more of a throw to the corner, but started from a press. He's got control now of the champ.
And Taz, you know, I was watching how Swerve went into the corner, kind of gave me flashbacks to the footage we saw earlier tonight of how Eddie Kingston, when he landed, his leg hitting the top of that guardrail, injuring his knee. Swerve almost identical, albeit in the corner on the ropes.
And that's exactly right. I mean, that's what could happen. Oh, God.
Oh,
Back right into the front row. When your calf, the back of your leg, gets whiplash, snaps your knee, tibia bone, fibia bone, all that could snap. I didn't think it happened in that whiplash-like motion like we saw with Kingston, or we saw a moment ago in the turnbuckle, in the corner, I should say, with Swerve.
Brian Cage depositing champion in the front row, bringing him over the barricade, and now driving him into the ring apron.
And I think what separates Brian Cage from most big men is his quickness, his agility. It's amazing what he can do. And you know, Taz, when he won or when he became FTW champion, you bestowed that upon him, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
So that shows what respect you had for him as an athlete and as a competitor.
Absolutely, and his mindset. You know, that's the thing. You know, Brian had that killer instinct, which you're seeing right here.
Right.
And he still has it. I'm not saying it in past tense. He still has it.
Tony, we want to talk about respect. I have a lot of respect for you sitting out here, continuing the broadcast covered in woo.
Yeah, well, you know, it's made of mushrooms.
Well, that's true. And if you
you just never know. I mean,
get some pizza rolls and rub it on your face, you'll feel better.
Brian Cage, lateral press.
You know what I mean? Paisan.
That comes later.
I'm pushing this joke.
You ever have a enoki mushroom? Not an Antonio enoki mushroom.
No, I'm not, but I'm up for it.
As Cage, Brian Cage has Swerve Strickland in that powerful grip, but Swerve his game plan throughout this match, Taz, has been going after that arm of Brian Cage, trying to compromise the arm, trying to take the strength away.
Yeah, exactly. He's got him grounded. He's got Strickland grounded pretty good with that big shoulders and biceps and triceps, forearms of Brian Cage. Big power there.
Swerve, obviously, with the support of this crowd, I mean, that's everywhere we go, Tony, but especially here in Washington State.
Yeah, and he's drawing to the support of the fans here. It really means a lot. It really does. And, well, just so much you can do with Brian Cage, your opponent, man.
Ain't nobody better.
Swerve Strickland hoping to withstand the challenge of the machine Brian Cage. This AEW World Championship Eliminator match. Swerve brought in the hard way. Cage shoots the half, the lateral press in. Swerve kicking out.
And that's the little things you pointed out, Excalibur. Shooting a half means shooting a half Nelson. When your opponent's on its belly and you shoot a half Nelson, that's the quickest way to capture a win. It didn't happen, but to get your opponent to his back. There's the power we got.
That overwhelming power of the machine Brian Cage. Tony, we've seen all throughout the match, all throughout picture-in-picture, Swerve he's been going after that left arm of Cage.
Oh, and that time the left arm hit the middle turnbuckle there. Excalibur.
Yeah, Swerve using his quickness to sidestep Cage, and now the running boot to the back of the arm. Maybe caught him on the tricep or the elbow, Taz.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Cage is down, Strickland's up, but Strickland's got the momentum.
Yeah, let's remind the fans we do have an overrun tonight. Set those DVRs.
Oh wait, look at Cage.
Right, we do.
Turning things around, the back elbow. The high boot into the jaw. And
my God.
But Swerve.
He ate that and came right back himself.
The adrenaline surge for Swerve Strickland.
That's what it is. Great call.
That takes a ton of resilience, Taz.
Yeah, it definitely does. That was some running back elbow, too. You're seeing that intensity and physicality of Strickland, hence why he is the world champion.
Great military background, did a lot of endurance when he was